Welcome to IT Vision Enterprises Solution to Past Question in BECE Mathematics. Section A Objectives. Year 2003. Questions 21 to 40. I am Lawrence Danso-Amoako, alias Kapiri Imposi. I am going to be your facilitator. Question 21. There are 12 red and 8 blue balls in the bag. If a ball is selected at random from the bag, what is the probability that it is red? The red balls are 12 and the blue balls are 8. So the total equals to 20. Probability of selecting a red ball is going to be equal to 12 divided by the total, which is 20. 4 goes here, 3, 4 goes here, 5, so 3 over 5. So the answer is C. Question 22. If y equals 1/3 times into brackets s minus 2, express s in terms of y. That is, y equals 1/3 times s minus 2 into brackets. We shall multiply through the equation by 3 to eliminate the fraction. That is 3 times y to be equal to 3 times 1/3 s minus 2. 3 cancels 3, so we shall get 3y to be equal to s minus 2. We shall assign minus 2 to the other side of the equation. So 3y plus 2 to be equal to s. So this implies s equals to 3y plus 2. So the answer is B. Question 23. Simplify 6a squared times 4a squared b squared. That is 6a squared times 4a squared b squared. We shall first multiply the figures. 6 times 4 is 24. A squared times a squared is a raised to the power 4. That is, we added up the indices 2 and then 2. Then b squared. So the answer is C. Question 24. Change 17 to a base 10 to a base 2 numeral. That is 17. We shall divide by 2. 2 goes here 8, remainder 1. 2 goes here 4, remainder 0. 2 goes here 2, remainder 0. 2 goes here 1, remainder 0. Then 2 goes here 0, remainder 1. So the answer is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, which is D. Question 25. Which of the following statement is true? The answer is D. This is because 5 plus 4 equals to 9 and 9 is less than 10. Question 26. Find the set of integers within the interval s lies between minus 2 and 2. That is, s lies between minus 2 and then 2. Now let us consider the right hand side. S is less than 2. S is less than 2 means s cannot be equal to 2. The nearest integer closest to 2 within the range is 1. So s can be less than or equal to 1. Now let us consider the left hand side. S is greater than minus 2. S is greater than minus 2 means s cannot be equal to minus 2. The next integer within the range is minus 1. So S is equal to or greater than minus 1. The integers within this range are minus 1, 0, and then 1. And this corresponds to C, so the answer is C. Another way of solving the problem is to draw the interval on a normal line. That's 0, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. 2 is excluded from the integers within the interval because of the less than sign over here. Minus 2 is as well excluded from the integers within the interval. So the integers within the interval are minus 1, 0, and then 1, which is C. Question 27. Use the mapping below to answer question 27. S maps into Y. 1 into minus 4, 2 into minus 2, 3 into 0, 4 into 2, 5 into M. We shall use the method of testing to solve this problem. We shall test with S equals to 1. For A, 1 will map into 2, 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 is minus 2, so minus 4 for this. For B, 1 will map into 1 minus 5, which is minus 4. For C, 1 will map into 2, 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1, so minus 2. For D, 1 will map into 2 times 1 minus 3, which equals to minus 1. Since 1 maps into minus 4, C and D are wrong, so we shall test with A and B. Now, S equals to 2. 2 will map into 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is minus 1, so minus 2. For B, 2 will map into 2 minus 5, which equals to minus 3. But since 2 maps into minus 2, A is right and B is wrong. So the right mapping is S maps into 2 into brackets S minus 3, which is A. Also take note that we could have solved the above example only by one try. That is choosing S equals to 3. Therefore 3 will map into 2, 3 minus 3, which equals to 2 times 0, which equals to 0. Or 3 will map into 3 minus 5, which equals to minus 2. Or 3 will map into 2 times 3 minus 2, which equals to 2 times 1, which equals to 2. Or 3 will map into 2 times 3 minus 3, which equals to 6 minus 3, which equals to 3. But 3 maps into 0. So B, C, D are wrong. The right answer is obviously A. Method 2. Take note that the difference between 0 and 2 is 2. The difference between minus 2 and 0 is 2. And the difference between minus 4 and minus 2 is 2. Therefore, the mapping is a linear mapping. And the rule therefore equals y equals to ms plus c, where m and c are constants. The constant m is given by y2 minus y1 divided by s2 minus s1. y2 is the corresponding value of s2 and y1 is the corresponding value of s1. Now, Let this be S1 and the corresponding value Y1. Let this be S2 and the corresponding value Y2. Therefore, M equals Y2, that's 2, minus Y1, that's 0, divided by S2, that's 4, minus 3. Therefore, we shall get 2 divided by 1, which equals to 2. Therefore, M equals to 2. We shall substitute M into this equation, and we shall get Y to equal to 2S plus C. To find the constant C, we shall take any value of S and its corresponding value Y. So when S is, for example, equal to 3, that's 2 times 3, Y equals to 0 plus C. So we shall get 0, 6 plus C, and therefore C equals to minus 6. We shall substitute C into this equation, and we shall get Y to equal to 2S minus 6. We shall factorize 2S minus 3, and therefore S maps into 2S minus 3, and the answer is therefore A. Question 28. S maps into Y. 1 into minus 4, 2 into minus 2, 3 into 0, 4 into 2, and 5 into M. We are to find M. Take note that the difference between minus 2 and 0 is 2. The difference between 0 and 2 is 2. So the difference between 2 and M should be 2. Since the numbers are increasing, it's going to be 2 plus 2, which equals to 4. So the answer is B. Question 29. Which of the following represents the net of a pyramid? The answer is B. Question 30. A rectangular tank has dimensions 2.5 meters by 4 meters by 5 meters. It is filled with water to the brim. If 35 meter cube of water is used, how much water is left in the tank? The volume of the tank V equals the length times breadth times height, or 2.5 times 4 times 5 meter cube. 2.5 times 4, 25 times 4 is 100. 1 decimal place, so 10. 2.5 times 4 is 10 times 5 meter cube, which equals to 50 meter cube. Now, the volume of the tank is 50 meter cube, and 35 is used, so we shall subtract 35 from 50, and we shall get 15 meter cube. So the answer is D. Question 31. In the triangle SYZ, angle SZY equals 90 degrees. Magnitude of SY equals 13 centimeters, and magnitude of YZ equals 5 centimeters. What is the length of SZ? The triangle is a right-angled triangle. Therefore, from Pythagoras' theorem, the square of the hypotenuse, that is 13 squared, 1 equals to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, that is SZ squared plus 5 squared. 13 squared equals 169. 8Z squared plus 5 squared is 25. So magnitude of SZ squared is going to be equal to 169 minus 25. which equals to 144. So magnitude of SZ squared equals to 144, and therefore SZ magnitude is going to be equal to square root of 144. Square root of 144 equals to 12. So magnitude of SZ equals to 12. So the answer is C. Question 32. How many lines of symmetry has an equilateral triangle? An equilateral triangle has 3 lines of symmetry, so the answer is C. Question 33. The value of an obtuse angle lies between, the answer is B, 90 degrees and 180 degrees. Question 34. In the diagram above, AB is parallel to CD. Angles S and Y are corresponding angles. That is B. Question 35. If vector A equals 2 on 1 and vector B equals 3 on minus 4, find 2A plus B. That's 2A is 2 on 1 plus B. B is 3 on minus 4. This equals to, we shall multiply through vector A by 2, so we shall get 4 on 2 plus 3 on minus 4. Now we shall add up the S components. We shall get 4 plus 3 and then 2 minus 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. So the answer is A. Question 36. Find the size of the angle marked F in the diagram above. The angle over here equals 72 degrees. This is because it is vertically opposite the angle 72 degrees. The angle over here equals 56 degrees. This is because it is vertically opposite the angle 56 degrees. Now the sum of angles in a triangle should add up to 180 degrees. So if this angle is E, 72 plus 56 plus E should be equal to 180, or 128 plus E should be equal to 180. Therefore, E equals 180 minus 128, and this equals to 52. So E equals to 52. Now the sum of angles on a straight line should add up to, so E plus F should be equal to 180. Therefore 52 plus F equals to 180. F is going to be equal to 180 minus 52, which equals to 128 degrees. So the answer is D. Question 37. The dimensions of a cuboid are 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and 5 centimeters. Which of the following is an expression for volume of the cuboid? The volume of a cuboid is length times breadth times height. So 2 times P times 5, which equals to 10P. 2 times 5 is 10. So the answer is C. Question 38. Simplify 5 times into brackets 3t plus 1 minus 6 times into brackets t minus 1. That is 5 times into brackets 3t plus 1 minus 6 times into brackets t minus 1. This is equal to 5 times 3t, which I get 15t. 5 times plus 1 is 5 minus 6 times t is 6t, and minus 6 times minus 1 is plus 6. Now we shall group like items. 15t minus 6t plus 5 plus 6. This equals to 9t plus 11. So the answer is A. Question 39. Simplify 2/3 minus half into brackets divided by 1/6. That is 2/3 minus half into brackets divided by 1/6. We shall start with the expression in the brackets. The LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. 3 goes into 6, 2. 2 times 2 over here. Minus 2 goes into 6, 3. 3 times 1 over here. All divided by 1/6. We shall get 4 minus 3 divided by 6 divided by 1/6, or 1/6 divided by 1/6. This equals to 1/6 times 6/1. Take note that the division sign was changed to multiplication, and therefore we reverse 1/6 to 6/1. 6 goes here, so 1 is the answer. So the answer is C. Question 40. The point P moves in a plane such that it's always equal distance from two fixed points A and B in the same plane. Which of these is the locus of the point? The answer is D. The perpendicular bisector of the line AB. That's the line AB, and that's the perpendicular bisector. Therefore, this distance equals to this distance. For a point of the line P1, AP1 will be equal to BP1. For the point P2, AP2 will be equal to BP2.